Blackland Prairie District Director ed.grune here with this week's update. This week I've got the following topics that we are going to cover. A Camporee Planning meeting on February 20th, tomorrow. Cub Scout Spring Join Scouting Night. A super fun March Roundtable that you will not want to miss. The Twilight Camp sign up and District Pinewood Derby sign up are live. Go sign up. And finally, we have a Discord server. Check it out. Let's get to it. Camporee! With Camporee just around the corner on April 13th through the 15th, your Boy Scouts and Venture Scout youth are invited to represent your unit at our Camporee Planning meeting. Please join us at 7 p.m. on February 20th at the Rudy's Barbecue right off 35 in Round Rock. Scouts from our district are meeting with the Scouts from the St. Gabriel district to plan a great youth-led Camporee full of fun events for everybody. This year's Camporee theme is Star Wars, The Scout Awakens. And it looks like the mighty Blackland Prairie Rebel Alliance will go toe-to-toe via the evil intergalactic San Gabriel Empire in all sorts of scout skill-based events. It's going to be a ton of fun. You won't want to miss it. And if you have some ideas for events or how to execute on the weekend, please help us plan these events. We would love your input. Troop and crew leaders, please share this message with your scouts. Spring Joint Scouting Nights. The winter is winding down. The bees are buzzing. The flowers are going to bloom. And new scouts are going to be invited to join scouting. You're going to want to get involved in scouting fun for the summer and take advantage of all the fun events in the summer like day camp. And you can do that with Spring Joint Scouting Night. There are a few changes to the basic plan for Spring Joint Scouting Night this year, and some things are the same. What is not changing? The ideal place to hold your event will be at the elementary school. Packs that do not meet during the summer are not advised to do a recruiting event in the spring. We want to avoid the situation of getting a new boy all excited to do scouting, only to tell him that we'll see him again in a few months in September so he can sell popcorn. That's just not right. So, third, please let me know your preferred date for your Spring Joint Scouting Night ASAP. If you wait too long, I'll just start picking dates eventually. So, let me know. It should ideally be on a Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday night. So let me know what works best for your unit. I typically reserve the rooms at all the schools, as the school districts have asked to go through one person to schedule joint scouting nights across the district to make it sure that that there's less confusion or lost reservations or things like that. What is changing? Lions, and this is a minor change, really, in my opinion. The kindergarten or Lions program is out of the pilot program lineup and now is in the regular program of options available. So packs can start building those lion dens up. If you need to brush up on the Lions program, check the link to the program description down below, or just reach out to me and we can talk about it. Number two thing that is changing, female Cub Scouts. Capital Area Council packs will be able to officially recruit girls into packs as early as April. So be sure to keep that in mind while planning your joint scouting nights. The way it is set up is that the girls will need to be their own dens, and that's more den leaders to recruit, so just be aware of that in the planning phase. Also, please understand that regardless of your charter organization's opinion on whether girls would or not be served by your current pack, please make no mistake that all Cub Scout age girls in the Blackland Prairie district are welcome to join Cub Scouts in April. So, if they're not joining your pack, another pack sponsored by a charter organization that does allow girls will be represented as a recruiting option for youth at your school somehow. This is a big change, and we're still trying to figure out how to do it, and in all likelihood it'll take a cycle or two for us to really refine the process and make it more elegant. But as it is, the way it is right now, we're charged as a council to offer a path for membership for all youth now. So that's what's going to happen. We're going to offer it for everybody. And it is a lot to consider, but let me give you some food to thought while deciding about spring recruitment. The fall. It's the most important and hectic season for recruiting. Summer just wrapped up. People are trying to get used to their school schedules again. Everything starts back up again after the summer dog days. And what's the most stressful and probably most important part of recruiting at that point? It's getting den leaders, especially those tiger den leaders and lion den leaders if you're going to have that program. But if you had a successful spring joint scouting night, then you already have the tiger den leaders. You got them back in the spring. Let me hear an amen in the comments if you know that fall JSNs are a breeze when you have a full contingent of den leaders that were able to take advantage of the summer slowdown for training and getting up to speed. It's a much better situation. You want to be in that situation going into the fall. Next up, I've got to talk about March Roundtable. In March, we're going to have a special guest coming to our roundtable that especially Cub Scout leaders will not want to miss. But Boy Scout leaders, you're welcome to check it out too. Anyone can come out. But joining us on March 8th at 7 p.m. at St. Elizabeth's Catholic Church in Pflugerville will be Master Illusionist Billy Riggs. He's going to speak at our roundtable Thursday. Boy Scout leaders, Cub Scout leaders are going to learn more than a dozen magic tricks that can be performed with items like rubber bands, ropes, cards, etc. Easy stuff that you got lying around. It's going to be great stuff, entertain your kids, and it's always good to have a cool trick like that to whip out of your back pocket. Come on down! Free magic school. Come on down to Roundtable. You got to love Roundtable. It's good stuff. So March 8th, 7 o'clock, St. Elizabeth Catholic Church. Come on down, see Billy Riggs. There's a link to one of his shows highlighted in the description. If you're curious, go check it out. And if you need to contact Billy, and I thank you, Billy, for coming out to our roundtable. It's going to be really cool. But if you need to contact Billy, call him, send him an email at billy@billyriggs.com. So yeah, check that out. It's good stuff. Next up, I got a couple events that you need to cue yourself into, especially if you're in the Cub Scouts. Pinewood Derby, our district Pinewood Derby Invitational, will be on March 3rd. We are treating it also as a recruiting event, so be sure to invite a friend too. The event is $5. Please see the link in the description for all of the details on our district Pinewood Derby Invitational. Next up, Twilight Camp. Do not forget to mark your calendars. Twilight Camp, June 11th through 15th. It's going to be open for all Cub Scouts, boys and girls this year, so it's going to be a bigger camp than ever before. Since Twilight Camp is our biggest event of the year, we definitely need your help to plan this event. And we can't plan for it if we don't know if you're coming. So please sign up online now. There's a link in the description. But please, don't wait. Go ahead. If you know you're going to go to Twilight Camp, go ahead and sign up for it and let us know. The last thing that I wanted to talk about today was a weird little thing that I'm going to try. I set up a Discord server for the district. What is Discord? Well, Discord is a proprietary freeware voice-over IP application originally designed for gaming communities, but it has lots of applications for all sorts of communities where groups of folks would like to talk to each other out loud and not just through emails or texts. The Discord app runs on Windows, Mac OS, Android, iOS, Linux, and in a web browser, but you'll want to definitely download the app to get the full use of the features. As of December 2017, there were about 87 million unique users of the software, so I'm sure that some of you have heard of it, and I'm sure that some of you probably use it regularly. If you have a teenager, they probably know all about it and can set it up for you. On my computer, I have it set to open automatically, and I usually find that it's just fine running quietly in the background. Have you ever had a quick question about scouting or just wanted to talk to someone or maybe a couple people, ask them what they thought? Well, I'm hoping this Discord server will form a community of support throughout our area as a place for resources, quick online meeting locations, etc. Now, if you are a Luddite and this YouTube thing is too much for you as it is, don't worry. This will not become a new outlet for the latest and greatest info. You won't need to become an expert in this new system to be able to continue planning great programs for your unit. It's just an extra resource that I'm thinking would be useful to some people, and it's not too difficult to learn if you are really interested in using it. Or like I said, you could ask your teenager for help, but I'm sure most of them could probably get you set up. There's a link to the server in the description and a link to the app that you can download off of their website. I highly recommend it. I think it's a great service. Whew, that was a lot to cover today. In summation, troops should let a youth rep know that our Camporee Planning meeting is tomorrow night on the 20th. PAX should let Ed know whenever... I'm Ed. PAX should let me know whenever they want to do their spring joint scouting nights. Everyone should come to our roundtable on March 8th to learn some cool, easy tricks to show off to your scouts. Sign-ups are online for both the District Pinewood Derby and Twilight Camp, and you can download the Discord app and get a link to our server to get plugged into our scouting community for even better communications. Of course, you should always like and sub. If you have any thoughts on this stuff, leave a comment. I always read those, and of course, be prepared.